Hi, friend. Hi, friends. It's Jim Wortham here. It's been a few days since I left the last message. Um, there's a reason why I took the message down, the video. It had to do with people's response that I was talking about angels and angels protecting a man who was shot, but he wasn't killed. And the person writing in on YouTube, where I also posted this video that I did earlier, which has now been deleted, questioned me if that man was not killed after he was shot, how come there was another person killed and was not saved by angels? Well, this particular person didn't mention that there were two other people shot that had to go to the hospital, and I don't know their condition. This is now July the 20th, 2024 at 9:13. After I read the message coming in from a particular close friend of mine, one of the closest friends I've ever had, questioning why one man lived that was shot and he was able to be alive and was able to stand up and I think he was taken to the hospital, and after he was taken care of, they released him. The question was, why was another person who was beside him killed? The deal had to do with me saying that angels can protect people. Now let me say this right off the bat. I don't know why the other person died, was shot and died. I don't know why two more people ended up in probably intensive care. I do know a few things I'll share with you. If a person's a follower of Christ, Christ has the power to send angels down to protect people. In fact, from what I understand, if you want help from angels, you pray to Jesus for help from the angels, and Jesus will take care of protecting you or whatever he wants to do regarding that situation. From what I understand, we do not pray to angels for help. If you are a follower of Christ, you're automatically under the umbrella of protection from Jesus. And if he needs to send angels in a split second to save you, it will happen. In this case, my video said that my view was that angels were there to move this person a little bit to the left so that the bullet that was shot to him didn't shoot him here in the middle of the head. It did cause a little bloody scene, however, because the bullet did shoot. It did hit him. Now the question that came out was, well, why didn't angels protect the person that was maybe a few feet away that got shot and didn't live? I have no answer to that. I don't know what his relationship with Jesus was. I don't know what his relationship with God was. I don't know this. So how can I know? How can I give you a good answer? As far as the two people that entered into the hospital that didn't die, I do not know what their connection was with God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. I do not know this. I do not know even what the relationship was with the person that lived. But I think I know why angels were there to protect him. He still got hurt. He wasn't killed. Having said that, let's move on to a very important message I just received. You can say this was inspired from any number of places. And what I mean by that is maybe an angel told the man that did live, please donate $1 million to the family whose father was killed. Yeah, you heard me. The man that was shot that didn't die has donated $1 million to the man that died, that just happened to be there to protect him while he was speaking. That's not all. I just looked it up on Google. Is this angel activity, or is it the guts and the compassion of the man that lived, that didn't die? In addition to giving $1 million to the family of the person who was killed, he arranged for the other two people that ended up in the hospital, that was shot bad enough to go into the hospital. Each of those, can you believe it? He gave $100,000 to to each of those two families. This is $100,000 to each of the two men's families that hopefully are still alive, that was sent to the hospital, that were injured. So he's given so far $1,200,000 to three people that happen to be actually there to protect him while he spoke for a few minutes. He went down too, by the way. This man that gave all this money, and I'm not naming names. I did in the first video that I deleted totally and destroyed. I'm not going to mention who it was now. I'm just letting you know what type of person he is. How many people would do that, by the way? And yet, people hate him. They really do. Well, I'm not going to be able to change these people's minds because they hate. They have hate in them. Not love. Hate. And when I put on Facebook, after getting messages about a video I put up, that I thought was a good video, apparently there's people that thought that the person that was shot, that lived, should have been killed. But the shooter missed him. The shooter missed him. And I said, the shooter missed him because there may have been angels that moved his face within a second or two to where only part of his face was hit by the bullet and bloodied and bleeding. And he did stand up, and he was bleeding, and there was blood on his face, and this is true. You can see it on YouTube. Now, the reason I'm sharing this tonight is because for you who think a person is evil, they may be being protected by angels because they're not evil. And any person that gives $1 million to a family that protected them, whose husband protected them, and gives $100,000 to the families of two other people. If you want to call that evil, I'm not going to say it, but I got some words for you. And they're not good. Now I'm going to put this on YouTube because I have gotten I think 100 positive, around 100 positive messages because I took that video off because I offended one person. Offended one person. Really, there was more than one, I'm sure. I offended one person. I pulled it off YouTube and destroyed it. Of course, it automatically came off Facebook. Some of y'all have said they missed it, so I sort of gave a synopsis of it, and today I'm sorry that I'm not doing too good with YouTube. Okay, I don't have anyone to help me make good YouTube, so I don't know how to make a thumbprint where something real nice shows up instead of my face. I don't know how to edit. My stuff's raw. Not only is it raw, it's spontaneous. It's from the guts. Anybody that wants to respond can, and it may be a long time before I get to answer any responses, but I tell you what, I'll try my best to as fast as I can. It could be a month, it could be a day. It just depends how many come in, and I'm only one person. I think I've said what I can say without the tears flowing down. So thank you for visiting me, and I will be sharing with you in the future if by any chance you want future notifications of videos that I do. Feel free to subscribe. I only have about 80 people that want to watch me, and that's fine. I'm doing this just for one person, or two people, or three. In this case, 80. I'm doing this for 80 people. That's all I got. Other people have many thousands of subscribers. If you want to put a like, that'd be great. I'm not inviting you to put don't like, but you can if you'd like. So we're going to go ahead and close this down. And here's a good thing. This is down to less than 20 minutes. So hang with me till I hit the stop button. Thanks for visiting.